Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with another live. Man, I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive day. I hope y'all had a great night. Overall, we got some things that we currently need to discuss going on in the sport of boxing. I'm gonna let a few of y'all get in here, but if y'all can hit the like button as soon as y'all come in, that'll be very much appreciated. We're gonna talk about William Zepeda confirming his injury, thus postponing the fight with Shakur Stevenson. We're going to talk about the possibility of Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield and Errol Spence denying the comeback rumors. We definitely going to get into this, man. Let's hit the like button as soon as y'all come in. 3 people, 3 likes. It is very much appreciated, man. Let's get the algorithm on the up so that people know that Mazuma TV is live. You feel what I'm saying? Because in all honesty, you already know how YouTube be doing me with the notifications, man. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? So we just gonna have to pull this shit out from the muscle. Pause. Coffee Plant said Mazuma Nation to the death of me. God damn. He said to the death. Shout out to the boy Coffee Plant, man. Tom is right in the building. Said hashtag MN. Absolutely. Mazuma Nation. Big Soldier Mix. He said, let's go. What up, homie? What up? What up? Tom is right. What up? Blunt Sports. What up? He said, why they scared of Shakur? I think we all know why, man. They don't want to deal with, the type of style that he has. You feel what I'm saying? They talk a good game, but then, once the opportunity is presented, then they start second guessing shit. You feel me? Shout out to the boy. I already shouted out Coffee Plant. What up? What up? My boy Notes in the motherfucking building making a rare visit, man. Shout out to the boy Notes. He's been a member for 2 months now. And because he's been a member for 2 months now, I think he got the Devin Haney badge, man. Mazuma Nation member. Shout out to the boy Notes for coming through and showing love. He don't speak like he used to, but I always know that he around. You feel what I'm saying? He be on his Batman / Al Heyman shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he around, but he in the cut somewhere, just cooling. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the boy Notes, man. Notes used to be real active, but you know what I'm saying? Now he on some whole other shit. Yeah, boy, definitely a ghost, but Notes be around though. You know what I mean? He ain't hard to find. He hard to find, but at the same time, he ain't hard to find. That boy Notes like Al Heyman on the low. You feel me? But like I said, I'm gonna let a few of y'all get in here. You feel what I'm saying? And we gonna get into this boxing talk because we got a lot to talk about, man. That it really needs to be addressed. Nigga asked, is Al still alive? Who asked that? I don't know. They said that Al Heyman was struggling with like some health issues. They said his mother was struggling with health issues. Listen, I don't know what the fuck going on, man, but I'm sure that if he was no longer here with us, I'm sure a fighter would have said something by now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure Al's still around. You know what I'm saying? He probably just had to fall back a little bit, just get his bearings back. You feel me? Sometimes you gotta fall back for a little bit so you can come back, you know what I mean, in full force. You feel me? But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Let me see where the likes is at. Let's try to get 10 likes before we move on, people. Let's try to get 10 likes before we get into these conversations. And we well into the 20. We about to hit that 2,400 mark, man. It's coming a little slower than I anticipated, but it is what it is. What can I do? You feel what I'm saying? We just gonna stay active on these niggas. You feel me? 2,400. We on our way for sure. We're gonna hit that 3K mark real soon. I can't wait. Feel what I'm saying? How's everybody's day though, man? How y'all been feeling? How everything been coming along with y'all? I mean, I had a good day today, man. Took care of some shit, got that shit situated finally. Hopefully that's the last time I ever have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Went to the gym, got some good work in with my amateurs. Came home to some good dinner. You feel what I'm saying? Took care of that. And now I'm just on here kicking it with y'all, man. I was at the gym all day. I was giving out turkeys as well. You know what I'm saying? On my Nino Brown shit, just handing out turkeys. You feel me? Just giving back to the people that's less fortunate or aren't able to afford, turkeys for the holidays and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So it was a good job. All it takes is one vid. Yeah, man, we climbing every day. Yeah, we was giving out turkeys, cuz. Yeah, for sure. We was giving out some Zepedas out this motherfucker. That was the name of the turkeys. And we was giving out Zepedas and Brian Normans. We was giving out Normans and Zepedas. Shay, what's going on, brother? What up? What up? We was handing out some motherfucking Normans and Zepedas. But everything as well, man. I can't complain at all. Fuck it, man. Let's get into the boxing talk. If niggas need to, rewind or whatever the case is, it is what it is, man. Shout out to the 10 people that's in the building. But let's answer a sing question first because he's somebody who contributes to the channel. You know what I'm saying? He be leaving his super chats here and there, so I'm going to look out for the boy. He said, do you think Virgil is tailor-made for Boots if that fight happens next? If Boots takes the right approach, if he is himself, if he sticks behind a disciplined jab, if he boxes smart, just uses all, he uses all his tools. You feel what I'm saying? Be responsible with his defense. I think he will ultimately destroy Virgil Ortiz, man. Based off of what I seen with Serhii Bohachuk, man. Everybody talking about how easy it is to hit Boots. Virgil is a pretty steady target too, if we being honest. I think that Boots is a lot faster than Bohachuk, so Virgil definitely gonna have trouble with the speed. The ring intelligence, I do feel like Boots' IQ is higher than Virgil Ortiz's. I feel like the only real threat for Boots is just making sure that his defense is tight. He can't play with his defense with somebody that's a big puncher like Virgil. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you're in top shape too because, Virgil Ortiz got a pretty good gas tank. So I feel like if, Boots is truly locked in, mentally, and sticks behind his game plan and actually listens to his corner, I think he'll really destroy Virgil Ortiz. I think he'll stop him, honestly. And that's just me being, just me being as objective as possible. Virgil Ortiz is a threat. I think it can be competitive in spots, because Virgil has the ability to box. I've seen it with Bohachuk, but he's just one of those dudes that's in love with his power. He's stuck in his ways. You feel what I'm saying? But stylistically, shit, Virgil may very well be tailor made for Boots. If Boots don't got to look for you, you know what I'm saying? If Boots don't got to look for you, use somebody who continuously come forward. Shit, Virgil might go out how the way Romain Villa did. I ain't gonna disrespect Virgil like in that way because I think he is a lot better than Romain Villa, in my honest opinion. But in terms of like that come forward pressure style and you load up on big punches all the time and just letting your hands go, we seen Boots in there with a similar, style, and we seen how that shit turned out. Romain Villa, hardly even touched Boots. Boots kept a great jab on him. Good combination punches. It was elusive. If he taps into that side of himself, Virgil Ortiz not gonna be able to fuck with that man. That's just my personal opinion. You feel me? And I think Virgil and his team knows that. That's why I feel like, in all honesty, back when they was at 47, Virgil and his team wasn't really in a rush to make that fight happen. You feel what I'm saying? We see Anonymous says, yeah, I never understood why people favored Virgil after Boo's last performance. I didn't even think Virgil won his last fight, to be honest. It was getting lit up by a much slower fighter. That's a fact. Virgil easy to find. You feel what I'm saying? And if you having trouble, maintaining your defense with somebody as slow as Bohachuk, I can only imagine how overwhelmed you'll feel by Boots' offense, by Boots' speed. You feel what I'm saying? And his power. Because, everybody talk about how big of a puncher Virgil Ortiz is. Shit, Boots got a high knockout ratio himself. You see what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. I think that Virgil got the type of style that's tailor-made for Boots. That's just my honest opinion. No, Virgil could definitely rumble. Anybody who say Virgil can't rumble, they tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just straight hater shit, and you'll never hear that come out of my mouth. You feel what I'm saying? You would never hear me say that Virgil can't rumble. You know what I'm saying? He's actually pretty dangerous. And in all honesty, man, I was talking about it today at the gym with the guys. I had a homie ask me what happened of Fundora and Virgil fight. I feel like based off of, Fundora's style, shit, he might fuck around and get clipped by Virgil, if we being honest, bro. Fundora is there to be hit. You feel what I'm saying? I think a lot of people was just really gassing his performance against Tim Tszyu. I feel like that elbow really played a part and, Tim Tszyu coming up short. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like Fundora is, he likes to fight in mid-range, close range, and he's there to be hit. And Virgil could definitely capitalize off of, Fundora's lack of defense. We see Fundora get slept, by Brian Mendoza, and I feel like Virgil's a whole league above, Mendoza if we being fair. So I really feel like Virgil could beat Fundora. You feel me? So I mean, if you're capable of beating the unified champion of the division, you must be pretty good. My fault, y'all. My allergies fucking with me. Yeah, I think Virgil would definitely catch Fundora. What? If you could get me one, yeah, or like a tissue or something. Thank you. Sure. Sure. You said water. You give me juice. Anonymous says, I definitely favor Virgil against Fundora. I think Fundora has the worst defense at that weight class. He's definitely there to be hit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we seen it happen with the Erickson Lubin fight. We seen it with the Mendoza fight. We seen it early on in his career. He done had some close bouts. You feel what I'm saying? Controversial bouts, really. So, I don't think he could take them type of punches from Virgil, though. You feel me? And I know people that actually done spar Virgil, they say he could punch like a son of a bitch. So, we'll see. If Boots takes the Virgil fight, do you believe he goes back down to 47 or he might feel too strong? Saying, let me make this real clear, right? As soon as Boots goes to 54, kiss that 147 division goodbye, bro. Ain't no way. Once Boots feels how much more energy he has, because he 27, 28 years old now. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being known, with that being known, it's like, yo, for real, once he sees how much stronger he feels and all that, he not gonna go back down to 47. And plus, them niggas acting like they pussy at 47 anyway. Thank you. They've been acting like they pussy at 47 anyway. This dude Mario Barrios was just getting his ass served by Abel Ramos, journeyman ass. Stan Leona's about to fight somebody we don't give a fuck about, regardless of whether he a mandatory or not. Brian Norman, they was acting pussy. You know what I'm saying? They're about to fight Derek Cuevas, who from what I don't know, I ain't gonna judge him because I ain't watching fight, but I heard he turkey. So it's like, goddamn, like who. They Boost wasting his time down there. So if he makes that transition to 54, he should kiss 147 goodbye, man. For real. Yep, that extra 7 pounds gonna do wonders. I'm telling you. Yeah, Barrios is over here. Started off real well. That's what was so confusing about Barrios. He was doing his thing, boxing well. Ramos couldn't get to him, nothing. Then just turned off, just fucking lost focus in there. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Man, got hit with the goofiest shit from Ramos. I said Boots walk around 190 for. I don't know about all that. Y'all talking about cruiserweight. So y'all saying Boots cut almost 50 pounds to fight? I don't think he get that big.
Bless you.
Thank you. I want to make sure I ain't got no boogies on the live. You feel me? Shit. But nah, I don't think he. Thank y'all. Damn.
Bless you.
Thank you. Yo, you ain't gotta keep saying it though. If you getting all mad and shit, you ain't gotta say it all the time. What's wrong with you? Bless you. All right, bro. I heard you, nigga. How many times you gonna bless a nigga?
I can't bless you.
Oh, damn. No, it's your tone though.
I said bless you.
Go ahead, say it again so I can steal you. Thanks, y'all. I don't know what the fuck I'm allergic to over here. It must be, I don't know. Sun over here.
It's not.
Sun over here. I don't know what it is. Yeah, Barrios was looking good. Yeah, I agree with you, J Cash. He was looking good the first 4 to 5 rounds. He looked trash in the second half of the fight. He lucky the second half of the fight didn't cost him the win. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? If Abel Brown, like if Abel would have turned it on a little bit earlier, he fuck around would have been the new WBC welterweight champion of the world. Imagine that shit, y'all. Abel fucking Ramos, not Jesus Ramos, not his nephew. Imagine Abel Ramos. That's how you know 147 trash, cuz that's how you would have known 147 was trash. If Abel fucking Ramos, who done lost to everybody and their mom, would have became the WBC welterweight champion of the world. Imagine that. That's how close that was to becoming reality. Like, this shit crazy, bro. We would have never thought that in a million years. Abel Ramos done got fried by everybody and their mom. And all of a sudden, this nigga beats Barrios to become the WBC champion. Like, it was literally this close. This nigga Barrios got away by the skin of his motherfucking teeth. Jesus Christ.
You need that napkin?
We good, man. But yeah, man, y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. Yeah, Abel stock went up. Abel stock went up. He fuck around get another good opportunity after this, or he fuck around be the opening bout to like a pay-per-view event. Like Abel Ramos' career goes up after this because he was this close to becoming champion in welterweight. Gave Barrios smoke. So just off of that, you know what I'm saying? He done made a name off Barrios. And that's why you shouldn't even like tune-ups is cool to like get back in the mix, especially if you but it's a double-edged sword in terms of, you know what I'm saying? It's a good way to get back in the ring, but that could also be an opportunity where if you slip, a nigga make a name off you. You feel what I'm saying? What weight do I see Boots finishing in? 160. I think Boots will peak at like 160. I think we'll see the last half of his prime, like the last bit of his prime. I think we'll see at middleweight. You feel what I'm saying? But let's talk about the news that's come about. You feel what I'm saying? Because we turned this shit into a whole Boots and Virgil conversation. I was scrolling through social media just trying to see exactly what was going on. I do my daily research on the sport of boxing and see what's transpiring. I check the group chats to see if anybody got any updates that went past me. And I seen this right here, and this happened earlier today, earlier this morning, and there was a statement from William Zepeda. Now, Golden Boy, Eric Gomez and all of them, they had came out and said that William Zepeda has sustained an injury from the Tevin Farmer fight, and because of that, he will not be following through with his fight with Shakur Stevenson in February. You feel what I'm saying? So Shakur Stevenson is left without an opponent once again. And Shakur Stevenson on the search to see who may possibly face him next. But according to the post that William Zepeda had put up, this is his caption right here. He says, after our last match, we left with an injury to our left hand. So this is William Zepeda's power hand because he is a southpaw. This week, we were prepared to return to the gym soon. But for medical evaluation, they recommend a 6 to 8 weeks rest for better recovery. So he was about to get back in the camp to actually face Shakur Stevenson, from what we understand. But because I guess he had pain in his left hand, but they went and they got evaluated, and they said 6 to 8 weeks rest for better recovery. So a month and a half to 2 months to recover from this hand injury. For us, it is important to have this small break to benefit our career. We know that this 2025 great opportunities are coming, and we have to be 100%. After this recovery period, we would like to return at the end of March. I hope we can respect the opportunity for CMB. I don't know what that means. I think that's I think I translated like WBC before, and it came out as CMB. Whatever the fuck the case is. All right, cool. So this is the question that I have, because I think a lot of people don't really notice this, right? In the pros, and this just came to my head actually. I didn't really even think about this, but now that I read this, something just popped into my mind. After a fight, Don't matter if you won, you lost, you can knock somebody out within the first 30 seconds. The first thing you do when you step out of that ring is talk to the doctor. You feel what I'm saying? You talk to the doctor. The doctor asks you clearly, and I know this just from my experience in the pros and the amateurs, they ask you, are you okay? Is anything hurting? You feel what I'm saying? And you're supposed to disclose then and there if you have any type of hand injuries or issues. From there, you know what I'm saying? They'll either look at it, they'll suggest that you go to the emergency room, whatever the case may be. So William Zepeda left that Tevin Farmer fight and must have not disclosed any type of injuries. You feel what I'm saying? So I just find it funny how he did not notice that he had an injury or did not bring the injury to light until he was about to return to training camp. These are his words. These are not mine. He says, we were preparing to return to the gym soon. So they were in the process to jumping back into training camp. And all of a sudden, you want to bring up the fact that your left hand hurts. So you didn't bring it up because, when your adrenaline pumping, I give you the benefit of the doubt. You don't really feel shit, right? But you ain't wake up the next morning and was like, damn, my left hand kind of fucked up. You ain't wake up 2 days later, 3 days later, 4 days later, 5 days. No, you waited until you was about to get back in camp for Shakur Stevenson in February, only to realize then and there that you should get your left hand checked out. Makes zero sense, right? So I'm seeing right here that he actually has a sling on, and this doesn't look like a cast, people. This don't look like a cast. Now, am I going to sit here and just say that William Zepeda is lying about his injury? Not necessarily, but at the same time, it looks like he got like one of those fucking Johns that you could get from CVS whenever like your wrist tweaking or some shit like that. This don't look like no hard-on cast where he got a legitimate injury. In the caption, he never really mentioned exactly what was wrong with his arm, with his hand or his arm. Because if he got his arm in a sling, it must be his whole arm, right? Like, am I tripping? But he says our left hand. Okay. I'm just trying to get an understanding. This is my live reaction right now to this whole situation. Because I didn't read the caption. I only ever seen the picture. So this is just so ironic how he'll be able to cover at the end of March when he's supposed to be fighting at the end of February. So this shit right here, boy. Oh man. So this is William Zepeda's statement, people. I don't really know what to say about this. Um, I'm assuming it can't be that bad because it doesn't require any surgery, but they're recommending 6 to 8 weeks rest for better recovery. This is his statement now. What do I think about the situation, man? I think that this is a cop out, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I ain't no big conspiracy theorist or whatever the case is. I don't really like to make accusations that niggas is doing shit to avoid competition. But come on, y'all. First of all, Eric Gomez put that statement out only a couple days ago, honestly. And the fight between Tevin Farmer and William Zepeda was done, a good amount of time before that. You feel what I'm saying? When did they fight? Tevin Farmer and William Zepeda. What they fought last week, 2 weeks ago? When did they fight? Let me see. So it was actually a week ago. I just don't understand um why they didn't disclose the injury right away. You feel what I'm saying? And from what I understand, I seen Zepeda throwing both hands in the ring. Throughout the course of that whole fight. I never seen anything that made me wonder whether Zepeda was injured or not. The nigga, they say he threw what they say he threw over 1,000 punches in that fight. Like, come on, dog. I don't know, man. Tevin dropped him and everything. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just some shit that got a lot of question marks around it. But it is what it is. What I personally believe, like me, I could be right, I could be wrong. I'm not sure, but something just tells me that this is their way to get more time for Shakur Stevenson or just avoid Shakur Stevenson completely. Like I said, they used Tevin Farmer as like a fucking lab experiment. They lab ratted Tevin Farmer because he don't fight. He's not on the exact level of a Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? But they do have some similar qualities. And I'll say this again, like I said a couple days ago. They're both southpaws, athletic southpaws that I consider both to be defensive specialists. Like I said, Shakur Stevenson is a few levels above Tevin Farmer in my opinion, but it's like a good warm up. You feel what I'm saying? It's a good warm up to see exactly where you at and how you will actually mesh with Shakur's style. So it was a nice calculated move. And I really think that based off of that performance, that's how they were gonna approach the Shakur Stevenson fight. Let's say they would have stopped Tevin in 3 to 4 rounds. I think that they would have been a lot more optimistic about fighting Shakur Stevenson in comparison to the results that he had against Tevin that night. Robert Jenkins, what's going on, brother? You know what I'm saying? They seen that fight was a bit controversial. They seen that this nigga touched the earth. They seen that they had trouble with Tevin Farmer's style, and they like, damn, Zepeda might not be ready how we believe he is or what we thought he was. He might need a little bit more time before he faces the Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? Who will most likely be a more difficult fight. So what I'm gonna do is, we're gonna find a way out of this situation, just like Sansa Lukowicz did with Fundora with the Terrence Crawford situation. Or he has an injury. He's on a medical suspension for 6 months. Blah blah blah. And then from there, they was able to completely avoid the Terrence Crawford fight or successfully get Terrence Crawford off their back because shortly afterwards, Terrence Crawford, moved forward and took on the fight with Madrimov. You feel me? So I think that this is just a tactic to get Shakur Stevenson off of their back. And I guess it worked because, now Shakur Stevenson is looking to fight another Golden Boy fighter by the name of Floyd Schofield Jr. You see what I'm saying? Floyd Schofield daddy been running his mouth on social media all crazy, talking about how, all these top guys at, 135 is easy work. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how that his son Floyd will stop all of them, and he's talking about Tank, he's talking about Keyshawn, he's talking about Shakur Stevenson, he's talking about anybody, he telling everybody that can hear him, that's willing to listen to him, that his son will stop all of them and that his son is the greatest of all time. All this bullshit. Shout out to the boy Robert Jenkins in the building. He said also Shakur is exceedingly better than Tevin. Zepeda got dropped by Tevin. Imagine what Shakur is gonna do. So yeah, Mazuma, you're right. Avoid Shakur again, like for the third time. Absolutely. So you see exactly what I see, brother. That's what's up. Salute. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that's what happened. Honestly, I think that they used Tevin as like a measuring stick to see exactly where they at. You know what I'm saying? They was checking to see how hot the water was. You know what I mean? And then when they put their hand in that bitch, they're like, oh, that shit a little bit too hot for us. We gotta let this shit cool down a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? That's honestly what I believe happened. Um, fucking yo, dog.
What?
Fuck you laughing? You loud as shit, dog. What wrong with you? Ma, put this goddamn boogie napkin on you. You keep playing with me, dog. What wrong with you? Get some damn headphones, man. Beat your ass. Go ahead, say something. Say something. Say something. Say something. I act up on this live. Yeah, turn your back. What wrong with you? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Oh, hell no. She dead ass, yo.
Apologize.
No.
Apologize.
Apologize for what? You being loud.
I'm not even loud.
You is loud. You loud as shit. You right next to me, loud as shit. Says who I want to see now. Who I want to see Shakur fight now? I mean, bro, is that like we all know the answer to this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see him fight Gervonta Davis. That's who I want to see him fight. You know what I'm saying? But considering that somehow, some way, that shit's just not something that's realistic, I guess. I guess Schofield will be a good John. I mean, like what else? You know, Zepeda don't want to fight him. You know, Edwin De Los Santos rematch, I'll take that too. But where the fuck Edwin De Los Santos been at? You know what I'm saying? Like Shakur is stuck with very little options, and regardless of the, who he chooses, there's gonna be some bullshit. There's gonna be some bullshit behind that. He's gonna catch a lot of criticism regardless of who he faces. But you gotta understand, Shakur really in a fucked up predicament right now. So am I really about to criticize him because he's limited in opponent selection? Not necessarily. You know, Edwin hasn't fought since Shakur. Edwin completely lost momentum. You know what I'm saying? He could have bounced back. It ain't like he took any damage against Shakur. He could have bounced right back, got in the ring, stood busy or whatever the case is. I did see that he had some type of, I did hear that he had some type of injury or something. But, like regardless, it's like he lost all momentum since then. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I guess I'll take the Floyd Schofield, John. But the reality is, the only reason why I want to see the fight is because I want to see his punk ass daddy get humbled. You know what I'm saying? That's really the only thing. That's the only reason why. The only thing that's making me interested is his pop running his fucking mouth. Because Floyd Jr., he's actually a pretty cool kid. From what I've seen in interviews, he seems like a likable character, but you know how that shit is. When dads wasn't shit coming up and they wanted to be boxers, and they got they got a kid that's talented or whatever, they can't help but to live through them because they wasn't shit. You feel what I'm saying? So he excited. He got a little fighter out here, you know what I mean, that's getting some attention and shit. He just been running at the mouth, just making his son. He won't even let his son do an interview by himself. Have y'all ever seen Floyd Schofield Jr. do an interview where his dad was not in the picture, or at least in the fucking background or something? And when they asked him why, he was like, "Oh, because his cerebellum isn't fully developed yet. Your cerebellum ain't developed till you 24." And all this bullshit. Like, man, shut the fuck up. Just say that you want to share the spotlight with your son. You was never shit growing up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never do nothing that you wanted to do in your life. You see your son shining, so you try to share that spotlight with him. Come on, man. Raymond Mortataya, I guess that's a good one too. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't really feeling Mortataya after that Tevin fight. I know he came back and stopped dude, but it was like, uh, it's like, I don't know. The cerebellum, I guess that's a part of the brain. I don't fucking know, bro. I couldn't tell you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Schofield, Mama Schofield definitely be tripping, but you know, uh, like I said, Floyd Schofield dad, because he said that his son don't even got a phone. He the one that be in charge of his social media. Like, imagine being that controlling where your dad just insists on, taking over your social media and being your mouthpiece on social media is fucking nuts, bro. You can't even slide into a bitch DM on social media because your daddy, you know what I mean, monitoring your account. You a grown ass man. I'm surprised. On some real shit, I'm surprised that this kid done had a fucking baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised because Schofield Jr. He got a kid. He was talking about that on Cigar Talk. I'm surprised that this nigga has enough social time that he could interact with women. I wouldn't be surprised if his dad was in the room while he was fucking. Like on some real shit. Like, I would be totally shocked if Floyd Schofield Sr. wasn't in the room while he conceived that motherfucking baby. Like on some real shit. Like, what the fuck? He 22, okay, and they say your cerebral cortex doesn't fully develop till 25. Like on some real shit, I'm surprised that Floyd Schofield Sr. was not in the room while he was fucking his girl. Like on some real shit. Like he must have been there while he conceived that motherfucking child. Like I'm surprised. Said dad coaching him through the cheek clapping. Jesus Christ. That nigga was probably he probably was watching through the fucking through a little crack in the door. My son, I watched my son make his baby. One of them type niggas. I'm just saying that's the type like he really that type of dad. Like my girl got mad, so she left the room. I was like, "What the fuck? You loud as shit." Don't do it like that. Put your leg up. Yo. Floyd 23 now. All right, man. Regardless of his age, he a young boy, but he grown enough to, do his own shit. Who the fuck is Josh Padley? Nah, bro. Don't nobody care about that fight, Robert. No disrespect to you, bro, but or like your boxing questions and shit like that. I appreciate you coming through and tapping in. But Josh Padley versus Shakur, nah, we not doing that. Ain't no fucking way. Like, we not tolerating that. For all that, go ahead and fight Schofield. But that's the thing though, right? Because Floyd Schofield, he says they have a partnership with Golden Boy. I never heard that. So they making it seem like they got some type of thing where they can move however they want. They just gotta. I mean, it's not a promotional deal; it's a partnership. Okay. Meanwhile, Floyd Schofield on social media begging Oscar De La Hoya to make the fight happen. Yo, Oscar De La Hoya literally sat in that ring after that fight with you and Renee Jerome and said that they have to pump the brakes on you, cuz. They literally sat there and said that you had it. I forgot what was the grade that De La Hoya gave Schofield. He gave him a bad grade right in the middle of the ring and said that they have to pump the brakes on his career, meaning you are not fucking ready for these elite level dudes. I know who, like Mike Chamberlain. All right, cool, but it's like who the fuck Mike Chamberlain, bro? Well, he gave him a C. All right, cool. That's not really a good grade. That's barely passing, right? And then literally said that they gonna have to pump the brakes like on his career. They moving him way too fast. He literally said that right in the. He sat right in the ring after that fight and said that shit. But somehow, some way, you out here asking Oscar to make the fight happen between Floyd Schofield and Shakur Stevenson. You think Oscar gonna give you the green light on that? On some real shit, William Zepeda more ready for Shakur than Schofield is. And he don't even want to give Zepeda the green light. You think he gonna give you one? Like, come on, dog. Like, that Oscar not gonna approve of that fight. They gonna strongly advise against that fight. You fucking know that just based off of y'all last performance alone. So it's making me feel like you just doing this for attention, bro. It's making me feel like you only gonna do this for attention. But I really hope that they make that shit happen, though, bro. I hope they really make that shit happen. I hope Floyd Schofield and Shakur Stevenson fight happen next. Anonymous said the Edwin De Los Santos rematch. I'll take that too, but I don't even know if Shakur really want to go down that route. But whatever. It looked like Shakur Stevenson just itching to fight. You feel me? So he gonna let his hand heal. He'll get in camp, and hopefully he gets the best opponent possible. I think that Floyd Schofield and Shakur. I would take that over the De Los Santos fight because I already seen the De Los Santos fight, and I don't think much should change. So in all honesty, I'll take the Schofield fight. At least it'll be some good trash talk back and forth, a good build up. And the fight might not live, a Floyd Schofield side, it might not live up to their trash talk, but at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be some quotables in that motherfucker. That shit gonna get personal. That shit gonna get heated, and I'm all for that. I'm all up for a good build up. You feel what I'm saying? So we'll see. You prefer the De Los Santos fight? Okay, that's your opinion. Teach either one. I hope Shakur. Like I said, I hope Shakur gets the best opponent possible because he in a fucked up situation right now, bro. He cannot seem to get any big fish on the line. People talk about Edwin like he did something. Hey, man. I just want to see these guys fight the lightweight division a straight ass right now. Nothing is happening. Shakur Stevenson said that early on, so he was like, man, I used to think like the lightweight division was the best division because, everybody, there was so many talented people in the division. But he was like, man, this division over, like this division fucking, like he pretty much said that the lightweight division fucking sucked because don't nobody in the lightweight division fight each other. You feel what I'm saying? And it took me a couple, listens to, pick up on what he was saying, but right now that shit definitely true. That shit definitely true. Like these dudes at lightweight don't want to fight each other. All these niggas going around each other. You feel what I mean? Tank was trying to make the Loma fight. Loma was like, nah, I'm gonna take the rest of this year off. Javante could have offered Shakur the same offer that he gave Loma. Nah, he went and picked the Lamont Roach. Dennis Barichek, this motherfucker ain't doing nothing. He might fight Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. This shit kind of weird out here, bro. The lightweight division definitely being held up, and there's a lot of motherfucking a lot of bullshit going on. Who was the other champion? It was Dennis Barichek, Loma, Tank, and Shakur. Yeah. Let me see. Nothing happened at lightweight since Haney moved up. That's a fact. Should been dead in the water. Thomas Wright said, Mark, you think Lamont is happy he has more time to train and think? I mean, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, he got more time to sharpen up his tools, but I don't think an additional 2 months is going to really buy the experience you need necessary to defeat a Javante Davis. I think that, although Lamont Roach is talented, he could box, he got skills. There's a lot of people that's been giving, Lamont Roach a lot of respect, a lot of, established fighters. But at the end of the day, when you fighting at a certain level, you can have the skills. Like Frank Martin, he had the skills. You know what I'm saying? He was a skilled fighter, but if you ain't got no experience in those big moments, you know what I'm saying? How would you know if you're really ready or not? You know what I'm saying? Like how do we know that he's ready for that high pressure situation? How is he going to deal with getting hit with those big shots from Javante Davis? How is he going to deal with if he were to hit the canvas in front of all those people that's going to be watching? How is he going to be able to maintain his composure? What if he starts getting fatigued and Javante starts to turn it up? How is he going to know what to do? Is he going to get overwhelmed? Is he going to stay composed? These are things that really play his role in the fight. Do I believe in tune-ups? It all depends on the situation, Munch. You know what I'm saying? This nigga named Munch. That's crazy. Um, it all depends on the situation, man. If I was Errol Spence coming off of that car accident, I might have took a tune-up. You know what I'm saying? Because you just went through a traumatic, situation. He chose not to. I guess it worked out. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of if you could get if you're consistently taking challenging fights, I wouldn't necessarily mind a tune-up here and there. But if you you got all these big fights that's in front of you that you could possibly take, you haven't necessarily been in a legacy defining fight yet, you still choose to go a fucking tune-up route, I don't really respect that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. Yeah, I guess it varies. I guess it's dependent on the situation. There's some people that, say they don't believe in tune-ups. I heard Earl Spence say he don't do tune-ups. I heard, Devin Haney allude to the same shit. But then there's people that will take a tune-up just to get themselves back in the mix. You know what I mean? It's more common than not. But I really wouldn't mind tune-ups if it's to get, prep for a big fight. But then those could be dangerous because you whole time you think it's a tune-up, and then you the one who getting tuned up at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. See something real quick. 35 people in the building, man. I appreciate everybody that's coming through and showing love. If we could get 35 likes, that'd be very much appreciated. Lamont Roach is another trash opponent for Tank. Uh um I'm not gonna call Lamont a trash opponent. He just shouldn't be, you know, he shouldn't be an option. You feel what I'm saying? Like Lamont, he a champion in his own right. You know what I'm saying? Like he proved he one of the top guys, but at 130 pounds, he shouldn't be, the option for Javante Davis to take. There's more credible people out here. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the lightweight division. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have went the Shakur Stevenson route. Loma backed off the block, but there's still, champions that you could have shot offers at. You chose not to, and you chose to move somebody up at 130 pounds when there's guys at 35 that are more deserving. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. Like Roach should not be in the mix. He's not a trash fighter. You know, I think he's sharp. But should he be the first nigga in line for a Javante Davis fight at lightweight when there's, lightweight contenders who want a shot? Come on, man. Let's really think about it. I think there's more dangerous competitive fights at lightweight than Lamont Roach. Says, yeah, cuz hold Tank to a bigger standard because he's an A+ fighter and the champion should not be accepting nothing but challenging fights. Absolutely. That's what come with the game. If you an elite level fighter, we expect elite level shit from you. So, if you want to be considered this face of boxing and you want to be considered, the best fighter, a pound for pound level fighter, and all this bullshit, bro, you need to follow the protocol necessary to, maintain that status. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, and I say this all the time. It's like the fighters from this generation, bro. They want their stripes before they earn them. You know what I'm saying? You have to earn your stripes. It's like people want their credit before they earn it. You feel what I'm saying? It's like somebody that's like a student giving a fucking a test a blank test paper to the teacher and say, oh, put 100 on there, but you ain't take the test yet. You ain't take the test yet. How can I grade a test that you ain't even fill in yet? Like you want the credit before you put the work in. I don't understand that shit. Niggas want 100 on their test before they even fill in the bubbles. Like how the fuck that shit work? If Javante Davis wants to be looked at as the best fighter, if he wants to be looked at as a pound for pound level fighter, fighting Lamont Roach is not going to get you where you want to go. You know, like come on, dog. My thing is, if you're a belt holder and a mandatory is due, you fight your mandatory. If there isn't a mandatory and you're searching for an opponent, fight one who's in your body in the top 10. Or I respect the mandatory shit, right? You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like unification fights should trump mandatories. I feel like unification fights should trump, fighting people in your sanctioning body. You know what I'm saying? I feel like unification should trump all of that shit. The champion should be defending against the champions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like put 100 on there. They're like, what? Put 100 on my test, but you ain't take the test yet. Tank is in his fourth weight division. What fourth weight division? Fourth. He became champion at 30. He got a regular title at 40, and he got a title at 35. What other you talking about? He was at 126. What he do at 126? Tay. What did Tank do at 126? He might have made the weight, but what impact did he have at 126? Let me see. The lowest weight Tank ever fought at was 123, but that was at the very beginning of his career. You know, it was like he tested the waters there, but then after like early on in his career, he just stood at 130. He never did much at you know. No, wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. The lowest Gervonta has ever fought was 125, but that was at his pro debut. He went to 130 and stood his ass up there in 2015. So he ain't really do shit. Man, I ain't counting at 126, bro. I'm not counting 126. I'm sorry. Like Tito Trinidad fought at 140, but he ain't do shit at 140. So I ain't even about to sit here and act like, he did one, two, three. No, that's not even one, two, three. The nigga had 3 fights where he made the 126 limit, bro. Fuck no. I ain't counting that shit. That was like early in his pro career. But I guess that's what he ain't fight at in terms of like, fighting, good opposition, 3 weight classes. Didn't Rose say he used his WBA exception to move up and after Tank he'll use it again for Rayo? Maybe that's how he got the fight. Not at all, because Tank never had, he didn't Tank never listens to the sanctioning bodies, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he does whatever the fuck he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? He does whatever he wants to do. He never listened to the sanctioning bodies. Do y'all remember when Devin Haney tried to get the WBA to make Tank as mandatory? They shot that shit down right away. You know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna let Lamont Roach take charge and become Tank's mandatory. No, Tank is gonna select whoever the fuck he wants to select, and he's not gonna let anybody get in the way of his matchmaking. Tay said it's low key Loma fault we getting Roach. I hear what you saying, but I'm not about to blame another man for why Tank chose Roach. He could have easily chose somebody else. It's you know, like Loma, yeah, he turned down the fight. But like I said, Javante could have sent an offer to, any of the champions in the division. He could have sent the offer to Shakur. He could have sent the offer to Baranchek. He could have sent the offer to who's the other guy? Baranchek. Wait, I said Baranchek, Shakur. I mean, he sent one to Loma. Loma ain't want no smoke, so we gonna put that down. But he could have shot another 2 offers to the other champions. He chose Lamont Roach instead. He said Young and May versus Bow Wow. For real, that's funny. Tank do look like Young and May though, and Roach do look like Bow Wow for sure. Shakur was injured. He was not injured, bro. He was not injured at that time. You know what I'm saying? Who was that? Who was that boy that Shakur was supposed to face that he pulled out because of the injury? Forgot his name. My fault, yo. He was supposed to fight Joe Cordina, right? He was supposed to fight Joe Cordina, and he was not considered injured at the time. Before he signed with Matchroom, before he signed that fight with Joe Cordina, Shakur was a free agent out here, weighing his options. The Loma fight with Tank fell through before Shakur signed with Matchroom, before he got that fight with Joe Cordina. Why was an offer not sent to Shakur Stevens' team to make that fight happen? Tank team reached out. Okay, and what happened? Was an offer sent? Because I heard them say that same thing. Anybody could reach out and say anything, but was an offer sent? Because I also heard them say in that same sentence that Tank's team never sent the offer. So if an offer was never sent, you must not be interested in fighting. All right then. So they reaching out and they not sending offers. What the fuck they reaching out for? If you reaching out to a possible opponent, you not sending them an offer, you literally talking to you literally wasted time. You reaching out for no reason. Tay, you not understanding, bro. I said that the offer could have been sent prior to him signing with Eddie Hearn. Like y'all keep trying to make it seem like bro, before he signed with Eddie Hearn, y'all gonna make me put these dates together and really provide some type of clarity, y'all. Yeah, look, Jay Prince said there was no substance to that phone call. So I'm assuming these niggas ain't like what y'all reaching out for if y'all not over here trying to make a fight happen. If y'all want to make a fight happen, y'all send an offer. Jay Prince is Shakur Stevens' manager. He also manages Jared Anderson. He managed Andre Ward. You know, he came from the music industry, but he managed professional fighters as well. He got his own gym out in Houston, where Shakur Stevenson moved to and trains at. You know what I'm saying? It's part of a bigger trending topic in the boxing world. People are starting to ask if Shakur signing with Matchroom was worth it. I mean, it could be. I feel like anybody that has a direct connection with Turkey Al Sheikh, it could be beneficial. When I had made a video saying 3 reasons why Jerron Ennis may benefit from signing with Matchroom. One of the reasons was the direct connection with Turkey Al Sheikh. You feel what I'm saying? And it's starting to come to reality because it seems like Boots, you know, next fight might end up being on a Riyadh season card, the Turkey Al Sheikh card. So, Turkey Al Sheikh has been interested against Shakur Stevenson on his cards. You know, and as long as Turkey Al Sheikh is putting his bread up, it could really open up some doors for Shakur Stevenson to really get some meaningful fights happening. But it just feels like right now, like the way that the lightweight division is positioned, Shakur don't really got like no big names to really take on at this point in time. You feel me? Yeah, the dude said his name was AC Clark. I remember that. Yeah, we packed his ass up right away for all that capping. Jay Prince said he take all fades for his fighters outside the ring. Jay Prince got a history of making examples of the niggas, man. Y'all gotta go look at that Jay Prince situation, because he also used to manage Floyd Mayweather. Y'all gotta go do y'all Googles about when, Floyd had a problem with Jay Prince, and Jay Prince sent his homies out to Floyd gym to the top rank gym and beat the shit out of his folks, bro. Jay Prince sent some goons over there and they beat the shit out of all the Floyd folks. He said, yo, beat everybody ass except Floyd. Essentially, that's what they went and did. Went over there with baseball bats and shit. And Floyd had to call Bob Arum to cut Jay Prince the check. You feel me? So Jay Prince don't play about his money, cuz. And, I read a little bit. I read like half of his book. Why Accept Floyd? Because Floyd was the fucking the money man. You know what I'm saying? Like if you hurt Floyd, you fucking the bread up. So he made an example out of his homies. I guess it was just to like shake Floyd up. Like, all right, nigga, you want to do this? All right, I'm gonna show you what I'm capable of doing. So Floyd called Bob Arum. Bob Arum told the story himself. And, Bob cut the check for however much it was. I think it was like $500,000 or some shit like that. All right, y'all can do y'all Googles on it. Floyd ain't never come out and say that Bob was lying. Says for some reason people are upset that Boots versus Virgil will most likely be in Saudi if Hearn is successful with the Riyadh season deal too. Yo, people gonna be upset with whatever, bro. I don't give a them niggas could fight in Antarctica. I could give a fuck, bro. As long as they fighting and I'm able to see the fight happen, I'm happy with it, bro. Like these fans, they be so worried. Like I be seeing fans being critical of, oh, why all the fights got to be in Saudi Arabia? Y'all don't be paying for tickets to go watch fights live anyway. What the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like as long as the fight is happening, what are we complaining about? Boxing fans really complain about any and everything. Like these boxing fans, like they can get some good news. Oh, Turkey Al-Sheikh is making, Gervonta versus Shakur in Saudi Arabia, June 6, 2025. And they like, oh man, why does it have to be in Saudi Arabia? Turkey Al-Sheikh is taking away all the big fights from America. Like I said, them niggas could put a big ass arena in Antarctica where niggas is freezing their asses off with igloos and all that shit. And have every single big fight that's in boxing right now that happened over there. And I couldn't give a fuck. You know why? Because as a boxing fan, I don't personally need to be there. Honestly, as long as I'm able to watch the shit, I could care less. I could care less, bro. I don't care where y'all make the fight happen. Make it fucking happen so I can see what's going on. I got high anticipation for Benavidez Morel too, brother. That's a huge fight. I love it. Says I might go to the Valdez joint December 18th if I could find some decent tickets. It's at the Footprint in Phoenix. Yeah, bro. I mean, go ahead. I think Navarrete and Valdez too gonna be a banger, bro. That's gonna be a good fight. And I don't know who's on the undercard, but Top Rank always, they pack their undercards with some promising talent. You feel what I'm saying? So you should look into that for sure. See if you can get you some, a good deal. Yeah, Turkey. Yo, look, if Turkey Al-Sheikh didn't step in and really pay these niggas to make these fights happen, these promoters will let these fights sit on the shelf for another 5, 6, 7 years until that shit way overdone. By this time, niggas already got L's on their records and they already slowing down and on the decline. And then, after the fight happens, they're like, damn, man, what would have happened if the fight would have happened 5 years ago? This dude Turkey Al-Sheikh making these fights happen right away. If it wasn't for Turkey, you probably would have never seen Usyk Fury because they was having trouble with the bread. We would have never seen Bivol and Better Beef because they wasn't like these promoters was not really trying to make these fights happen. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all niggas want to complain because Turkey Al-Sheikh putting fights together in Saudi Arabia. Bro, it's a fair exchange. If he going to be look, Turkey Al-Sheikh's main objective, and I'm sure he's a boxing fan, all that shit, we established that. His main objective is to get people to go to Saudi Arabia. You feel what I'm saying? He wants to attract more tourists. Why? Because the more tourists that come to his fucking country, the more they're going to be able to, generate revenue. You feel what I'm saying? You know they all about their money over there. The more people they could convince to come over there, the more successful, the more rich they'll become. That's their whole objective. So yeah, they're gonna make the fights happen in Saudi Arabia because their main intention is to get you to go over there to see Saudi Arabia, set a good impression for you so you could keep coming back. Like, what you think? Like these boxer fans be expecting these motherfuckers to not have agendas when they making fights. I'm sorry, everybody has intentions when they investing into something, whether it's to generate wealth, whether it's to bring attention to a certain thing, person, place, or thing, whatever the fucking case is, bro. He wants to bring people in Saudi Arabia. A lot of these fights are going to be happening in Saudi Arabia. They were just talking about Boots and fucking Virgil Ortiz might happen in Saudi Arabia. It is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? He did a he did a fight. He did a fight in LA with Terrence Crawford. Why you ain't show up? Come on, man. Fury slimming down. I did see he did look kind of small in comparison to what he was usually doing. So I'm taking it as if he's coming in light, that means that he's probably gonna try to be, trying to outbox, Alexander Usyk. He might want to be agile for this one. But in all honesty, I don't think that shit really gonna work. I feel like Fury's best chance is to do what he did with Wilder, bro. He gotta make that shit a brawl. He can't let this be a boxing match. He gonna have to step to him, put nonstop pressure, let his hands go. Like he gonna have to really make this shit a dog fight. He gonna have to lean on Usyk, put the forearm in his face, pull out the dirty tactics. He gonna have to do all that. Brian Cuts, he said, "Yo, I'm from Cali. I'm going on a business trip. Where's a good spot I should check out for cheesesteak?" Well, you spelled that shit wrong, brother, but I forgive you for that. I always say Steve's, Prince of Steaks if you up northeast, Ishka Bibbles if you down South Street, Angelo's. I don't really fuck with Max's, bro. It all depends. What part of Philly you gonna be in, Brian? You gotta let me know what part you gonna be in. 'Cause I'm assuming you doing a business trip to Philly. So if you coming to Philly, nah, we ain't doing Geno's, cuz. Nah, don't lie to them people like that. That's the tourist spots. The Poppy store got good ones too. But you gotta go to the right Poppy store because not everybody know how to whip them bitches up. Angelo's is a good joint though. Where the best chicken wings? Shit. I be loving them chicken wings from this. This is a little Chinese store I go to for chicken wings. Down down Juniata, down La Coleman. And them chicken wings fire. But I mean, Korean chicken got some good ass wings. I don't know. It just depends. Soul food though, I really ain't too tapped into the soul food, so I can't really answer that. You know what I mean? But them soul food spots usually be uptown, like up Germantown where Boots is from. Usually be up there. You gotta tap in over there, or probably like the spots where it's like majority black people. So probably like, you know, West Philly. I don't know. I can't really answer that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm staying at the Monaco Hotel. All right, let me see where that's at. So you gonna be? Oh, you staying at a four-star hotel? Hold up, nigga. Oh shit, nigga got some bread out this motherfucker. Saying I'm just fucking with you. So you gonna be down? Oh, okay. You actually gonna be pretty close to where I used to work. Um, man, cause you South Street not too far from you, right? Lombard. Yeah, you gonna be real close to South Philly. So I'm gonna say this. Trying to see where the fuck South Street at. So you're gonna be down like fourth and damn, you're gonna be right by Penn's Landing. So you're gonna be down like fourth and Chestnut, right? So Spruce, Pine, Lombard. All right, so you're gonna be right by South Street. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say to head down Ishkabibbles. So I'm gonna just say that. Uh Ishkabibbles a good one. Some people like gems, but I'm gonna just say Ishkabibbles. I feel like that's a good joint. So you can slide there for sure. And Ishkabibbles got two different spots. So you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna be down Center City. You're gonna be close to Center City, but you're gonna be closer to South Philly. What's wrong with Geno's? It just ain't one of the best spots. And plus they fucking racist too. I remember they had a sign up. I don't know about now, because I ain't been I never ate from Geno's. You know what I'm saying? I just heard about it. But it was like they had a sign that was like, "This America speak English," or some crazy shit like that. Nah, bro. We don't rock with that. Yeah. They took it down back in like 2016. But let me see if I can find that shit. Ooh, they was yeah, them Geno's dudes, they hella racist. Look, this is the Geno's dude. This is America when order and speak English. Look at this. So when you do little shit like that, you will never get my bread. You feel me? Look, see, and then look, he said, press one for English, press two for deportation. That's funny, bro. Thank God he died. Let me just say that. Look, it says he died in 2011. I hope that nigga rest in piss. You feel me? Fucking faggot. That shit just got me hot. I ain't gonna lie to you. But they took the sign down back in like 2016. Wow, what the fuck? Mazuma is the map of Philadelphia. What you mean? What's the best hotel to stay in if I'm going to an Eagles game? Well, if you want to be close by, if you want to be close by to the Eagles Stadium, because that's down South Philly too, you should look at hotels in the South Philly area, close to. Let me see. I'm gonna say I'm thinking Xfinity Live though. I think they got a hotel there too. Let me see. Do they got a hotel over there? Yeah, they do. So they got a casino and hotel there. So that's what I would suggest because it's not that far. You know what I'm saying? So, but they a little pricey. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what your budget like or whatever the case is. If you could do it, do it. But I would do that. I would look in that area because the live casino is literally right across the street from Lincoln Financial Field. So that's what I would suggest. Yeah, I hope he rest in piss. Fuck that nigga. I don't fuck with racists, bro. Like these fucking punk ass old white Italian motherfuckers. They came over. They came over to this country. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? You over here talking about deportation. You know what I'm saying? You came from motherfuckers that migrated over here too. You ain't no different from them other motherfuckers. You feel me? So you know what I mean? Y'all come over to this land just, to colonize it and you just make it feel like this your fucking land. And then you want to come and tell motherfuckers what language they should speak, when they should speak it. Fuck you. That's why y'all daughters be fucking whores and be fucking niggas that look just like us. Weird ass nigga. All y'all racist niggas' daughters end up liking black cock anyway. Fuck y'all. Niggas be y'all daughters and wives on the low be BBC lovers. They won't ever tell you that. But that's the reality. All the money y'all got, y'all wives and daughters be getting fucked on by broke niggas. Probably be paying them niggas car notes with that money y'all be giving them. Goofy ass. If y'all ever peep, the white bitches that love black and brown dudes and all that, their parents usually be racist. Why is that? That shit just got me hot. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, fuck Genos. Don't ever go to Genos, cuz. I never see pets do that. They probably fucking racist too, but at least they, you know what I mean? I ain't never seen no fucking stupid ass signs out here like that. He said he and my cigar for real. Yeah. Fuck. What's his name? He probably one of these, Italian mob ass niggas. I don't give a fuck. Niggas ain't doing shit over here. Yeah, Joey Vento, he can eat a dick. Faggot. Yeah, I think Geno's and them, they Italian. And they in an Italian neighborhood. Yeah, he Italian. But anyways, let's get into some open boxing topics, people. I mean, I don't want to get too, I don't want to steer too far away from boxing. You feel me? We didn't even get to talk about the Errol Spence shit. So, to keep it short and sweet, man, Errol Spence has been tied in, a possible Sebastian Fundora fight. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence got a lot going on, bro. It seems like his fucking career is in shambles right now. He going through a lawsuit with like his day one, trainer Derek James. He was supposed to be in line to face Sebastian Fundora. They said that he was getting ready to face Sebastian Fundora. Now, he's coming out with a tweet. And in that tweet that he had put out earlier today, he had said that he was telling the dude that, let me see. He said, "You dreaming, haven't heard." And this is what the initial tweet was. He said, "Yo, I knew Earl Spence was just keeping quiet because he was training. He plotting. I'm telling y'all, he gonna stop Fundora and run that shit back with Bud and unify at 54. And I swear it's gonna be a real war this time. And it's gonna go to a split decision. Bloody watch." Earl Spence simply replies, "You dreaming, haven't heard from anyone in months." So he telling this motherfucker he dreaming in terms of Earl being quiet because he was training, he plotting and all this shit. Uh I don't know exactly how to take that. I do feel like that shit was just a little not, I think that was a bit vague. I don't feel like Earl didn't really provide enough details to really jump out and assume that, he ain't got shit going on. But regardless, it seems like Earl's at a standstill right now. And if that's the case, we need to move on from this shit, bro. We ain't about to sit here and just keep waiting for, motherfuckers, to get up and bust a move. It's either you gonna shit or get off the pot, cuz. So, like, what we doing? What's Sebastian Fundora doing? You know what I mean? You got two people in front of you that you could fight. Virgil Ortiz, the WBC interim champion. You go ahead and get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? From what I understand, Bud is still in line for that WBO. So which way you gonna go, cuz? Virgil seemed like he interested in the Boost fight. All right, look no further than Terrence Bud Crawford. What the fuck is we doing? Y'all try to get Earl to skip the line. This nigga seemed like he can't get his shit in order. He looked like he on vacation with Frank Martin running around and shit. This motherfucker is not focused on boxing. They talking about he gonna come back early 2025. Bro, it's the end of 2024. Why is shit not in motion yet? So Fundora got some decisions to make, bro. If he fights Errol Spence, most likely if WBO, if Bud doesn't allow it, it's gonna strip him. So he fuck around and lose a belt. You know what I'm saying? What if the WBC comes out and mandates him to fight Virgil Ortiz soon? Yeah, Earl don't even know what he doing, bro. That shit pissing me off at this point, bro. He was supposed to. He was. I remember back. He was supposed to activate that rematch clause with Terrence Crawford. He just sat around waiting for shit. Nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? And Bud had to take a long layoff, a longer layoff than anticipated to because he was being a man of his word. You know what I'm saying? And he was gonna give Earl Spence the rematch because Earl Spence gave him an opportunity. What was the whole thing? Just sitting around waiting, keep pushing shit back, pushing shit back. You know what I'm saying? To the point where Terrence Crawford was like, you know what, man, I'm moving on from this situation. You feel me? Who do I blame? Earl or PBC? I don't know because I don't know the fucking details, bro. Like I wish I knew more. Teach, I really wish I did so I could give y'all a better, opinion. But is it PBC, recommending that he fall back? Is it Earl Spence, career not being in line because he fell out with his trainer and he's looking for a new trainer? I don't know, bro. I really can't tell you. They've been keeping it so low key that it's like I really don't know how to call it, cuz I don't. Without that clause, we could have had Bud versus Boots. That's a fact. That's a fact. That clause definitely ruined the closest possibility to uh Bud versus Boots happening. Like if it wasn't for that clause, the IBF would have forced it, and that would have really put Bud in a situation where he might have had to fight Boots, unless he just moved up and vacated all his titles. But then that would have looked like a duck. And does Terrence Crawford want to be known as a duck? I don't think so. What the hell is these faces y'all putting in this chat? What the fuck with it? Man, I don't know what y'all doing. This nigga coffee playing in his bag. But yeah, man, that sucks. That clause really got in the way, and that clause was really put in place for no reason because they ain't even follow through with it. T said one thing I appreciate about one thing I'm stuttering all over the place. One thing I appreciate about Oscar Clapback Thursday is when he said fighters are demanding a lot of money. This is one of the major reasons fights are hard to make. But this is what's so ironic about Oscar De La Hoya, man. Oscar De La Hoya ain't leave no bread on the table while he was fighting. You know what I'm saying? So I just find it so funny when fighters turn into promoters. It's like they almost forget, you know what I mean? What their experience was like as fighters and shit like that. You know, Oscar De La Hoya was a businessman in his career. Like I said, he ain't never leave no crumbs on the table. Every dollar he could get, he would go get. You feel what I'm saying? Now that he's transitioned from a boxer to a promoter, his whole objective is to pay the least amount of money to fighters and make these big fights happen. Bro, this is what Oscar I come to grips with. Um, these fighters are smarter now than what they was before. Now that has its pros and cons, because it makes fighters more hesitant. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, Floyd Mayweather changed the game in terms of fighters knowing their worth. Now there's some fighters that overvalue their worth and shit like that. But for the most part, these boxers nowadays are more business savvy, aka they're less likely to get fucked over in comparison to fighters that used to get fucked over in the past. So I just find it so funny how, Oscar talks shit about, I even heard him say that, fighters shouldn't be at the table when negotiating business. He should leave that up to his lawyer, his manager, or whoever the fuck it is. It's like, Oscar, why do you feel like you're the only one that could do the type of shit that you do? There's other intelligent people out here. You used to sit at the table and negotiate all your deals. You was your own promoter after you left Top Rank, sir. So you could sit at the table and negotiate fights, you know what I'm saying, for yourself, but other fighters can't do that. Why is that? Do you feel like you a different, you feel like you're more intelligent than these guys? You're their superior? What is it? There are fighters that overvalue themselves for sure. You know what I mean? There ain't no doubt about that. I can't dispute that. But like I said about Oscar, bro, it just be funny how these fighters turn promoters as like they forget, what I mean, they whole mission when they was coming up. You say you seen that fake injury Zepeda posted? That shit definitely a little fishy, bro. As a Shakur fan, I think he's overvalued. Why you say that? He's a pound for pound fighter. He a three division world champion, and you know what I'm saying. You're worth what you negotiate, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say that. Like if he get 5 million a fight, that's what he negotiated. That's what he felt like. He was worth. You know, it is what it is. I can't tell a man that he's overvalued when he went to that table and was willing to have promoters paying 5 million a fight guaranteed, and he getting five from Matchroom. Then Matchroom giving five. How much they giving him for this Matchroom deal? Am I tripping? Anybody know what he was making? Two fights, 10 million. So that's five then, right? I know Top Rank offered him 15 million for five fights. I think. I don't know. I'm not seeing the numbers now. I swear I seen numbers before. Well, regardless, bro, you worth what you negotiate. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't know what else to really say besides that. Somebody could say that somebody overvalue all they want. If they could come to the table and get promoters to agree to pay them 8 million a fight, you know what I'm saying? That's just smart, business on their part. I ain't gonna shit on niggas for getting a bag. He said if he was negotiating with me, no way. Well, you ain't a promoter, cuz. Are you? Teach, you a promoter? Are you Eddie Hearn? Teach, are you Eddie Hearn? Let me know, man. I got Eddie Hearn number too. I'm gonna end up calling that nigga. I got access to Eddie Hearn phone. Might have to call him. We gotta do an interview, man. You gotta tap in with the hood. You heard? Eddie Hearn gotta tap in with the hood. No cap. You say you'll pay Tank $5 million. You not getting Tank in the ring for no $5 million. Not no more. Tank ain't fighting for no $5 million. You know what I mean? My boy Teach ain't denying he was Eddie Hearn neither. Y'all peep that? Coffee plant. Coffee plant wilding with the emojis. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate everybody that came through and showed love to the channel. We got some good conversations going on. If y'all can hit the like button on the way out, that'd be very much appreciated. We on the road to 3K. About to hit that 2,400 mark in due time. We definitely a little slow in terms of getting to that 2,400 mark, but fuck it. Each and every day we're gonna keep grinding until we get to that point. If y'all new to the channel, please subscribe. Be on the lookout for the videos. Be on the lookout for the live that will be going on tomorrow afternoon, well, tomorrow night as well. Until then, y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. This is Mazuma TV. Thank you for tuning in. I'm out of here, man. Peace.